Hi everyone, welcome back. So I know I said earlier in the last video that I'll just do this off screen and come back with the final result, but I think it's kind of short and we can quickly achieve this within less than 2 minutes. I'll just show you how I could unwrap this and only this and duplicate this guy to get this other one here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to isolate this and quickly give this guy a camera based UV. So it's just I'll just apply that anyway, and that's this. Then definitely I'm going to turn on my UV editor. I have it over here, so I'm going to dock that to the side on my other monitor. So now let's just give these guys some interesting edges here. So like we said earlier, I'll cut UVs on places that will not be seen by the camera when this is used in production. So I'm looking at those places right now here. So with this, I'm going to go down to UV, cut UV edges here. So after that, you see these white lines here. This white lines only appears when you have your UV editor on. Okay, so you could see all the UV editors there, all the UV shells in the UV editor. So I'm going to pull this one down a little bit. Now this happens to be different shells, this and one on the back here. So I could grab everything here, and under here I'll hold down left shift, right mouse button, unfold and unfold all. So on the spot, I definitely have unfolded all my UV edges shells. If I click on this, I think this is the back, yeah, and this is the front here. So let me grab this and move it to the left. I'm going to rotate this guy, have it standing this way. Okay, I think it's flipped the other way. So with this, I'll come down here under my transformation, flip. I'm going to flip. This is U, V is up, U is horizontal, V is vertical. So I'm going to flip U. Okay, with my U checked, flip the other way so that it looks like the way I have it in the outer model and the viewport. All right, then here, I'll just put that this way. We have this is this other side. All right. First, let's see how this appears on our material. So let me unisolate this. Let's look at the name of this material. I'm going to apply this one on these two. So that's why it's good to name your material. So this one is let me call this fabric. All right, then I'm going to go down here, click on this, hold down right mouse button, assign existing material. I have an existing material called fabric I just named right now. I'll click on this and voila, I have this here. So that's the same material I applied to this one too. Now because in my UV editor this box will be repeated all over the whole place, it's the same way. If I have this shell on this side, it still appears as if I have it here. So that's why I'm saying it here. Now this ribbon doesn't look quite good, so what it means is you could come down and quickly edit this. All right, so grab on this shell, turn it this way, and it might not still look good, it might look manageable. Okay. Well, one thing we could do here is under unfold, come down to straighten UVs. Since this is a shell selected, I hit straighten UVs to just straighten the entire UVs to be very dead straight. All right, that might not be too good depending on how you have some curvatures here, like you see some bending around here. All right, but if you want the UV, a dead on straight UV shell, that button works just fine for that purpose. But in my case, I might still apply an optimized brush. I could just optimize the brush a little bit there, and that's it here. Okay, the reason why we are looking outside this box is because this texture is seamless and it's repeated. All right, so I have it that way. Okay, I could just bring all of them inside this box and leave it that way. I could repeat them either here or somewhere else. All right, so if I put this guy down up to a point, let me look at what I have here too. Okay, I could scale this one up a little bit, and just to put that close to that point. Yeah, I think this will just pass for that. And scale is going down the same way you have it here. Let's say we put everything here close to the same box here, and yeah, so voila. So with this, I think you have interesting stuff going on here. So that's the back, there's the front. So in a way, repeat that in here again. I'll isolate this and first of all give this guy some random camera based UV projection, then cut out these same edges you want Maya to use as you have to create the shells from. Okay, I'm hiding this one here because these areas might not be seen by the camera if this is going to be used actually in production. So UV, cut UV edges. Okay, so if I happen to have that on, see I have cut that, so I'll grab up my UV shells, not faces, so UV shells, and unfold again. Okay, what I'm going to do here is grab the shell here, there's a face and there's the back. So an interesting thing to do is to also assign this an existing material called fabric. Okay, and I can use layout to just quickly lay this guy out for me. If I grab all my shells and use layout, lay along U and V to do this for me, which I do not want, I will end up rearranging it myself all over again. I might just come up here and do the same thing here again, setting that UV out and optimize that to look somehow interesting, a little bit interesting. That's just all here. Okay, they're too big. I'm gonna scale them down so that they're close to what I want, and one in front. Okay, I could let these things pass this way and check out the views on all the sides, and this is good enough. I'll let it fly. So since I don't need to have this, I can just duplicate this one and align this to this. Go to modify, matte transformation, matte transforms. So I have that. I will click on the old one. I'll hide this one. Click on the old one. I'm having an old one there. All right, so it's picked. Click that guy off, and it's gone. It's gone. Now I'm done modeling my chair. So that's the final work. So this is less than 8 minutes. So what we could do, we could start attaching stuff. It depends on what these might be used for in production. If this individual foams might come off, or if I have a character that might use these foams to play or jump around it, it depends. You might attach all of them here, or you might just leave them selected that way. So what I can do is I might attach these ones at the back. Okay, attach them all together, in essence combine them rather. So combine, down, blow out the history to have these single ones like that. All right, so I'm gonna name this guy chair long, and these are just the foams. All right, you could name it anything you want to name it, and we'll do the same thing over to this. Okay, this is 1, 2. Aha, beautiful. I think this is attached to this. Anyway, so I have no history there, and history long. So I could just make a single make surface here. Okay, and make a copy of this, and just trying to create a control that I will use to just move this around in the viewport. So nothing fancy. Any one you have can perform the same function. So with this, I'm going to grab this and put it here. These and grab and put it here. So I'll name this 3-seater. Name this single seater. So don't forget to save your work so my arrow doesn't crash on you. I'm gonna hold down G on my keyboard and have that done. The same way here. Voila. So we're gonna have that here, the center here, and that's that here. Okay. So I could make a 2-seater too from this single one, from this one here. So not a big deal. Rather, let me not even rotate that guy first. Let's see if we can make a 2-seater from this one here before we move that along. Now we could make a double-seater here. This is 1, this is 3. Let's make it 2. Let us make it 2. I'm going to duplicate the entire group for this, and Shift D. See, parent this out. Shift P on parent that, and let me move that all the way to the side. I have 2 of these. I want to make a 2-seater from this one here. I think it's kind of easy because if I delete the center here, take that away and take these ones, grab it to the left, move it to the left here, and grab this one here, move this one here, and it's good. Now I just need to pull all these guys towards this point here. So for me to do that, let me isolate what I have selected already, and I need to remove some parts at the center here, or some edges here at the center here. Take out all these ones. Okay, take out these ones too. Okay, and Control Delete will take them off. All right, they will tend to mess UV done on this, so that might stretch the map, but don't worry about this for now. We'll fix this in a while. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to grab all these vertices here. Okay, if I move them, they move. So I want to see how far I could move them in, and to have them placed here. I think this is good enough. Okay, nice. These guys look too close. I can do something to them when I'm ready. Okay, so with this, let's still pick this and isolate this again. Let me remove this one of these. Control Delete, take it out. It's gone. Now I want to detach this again, like extract these faces, take it off this group. This one too, one will extract this all over again, take it out. All right, so now I have just this and this out of this. So let's go back to our UV editor. This one selected, I'm going to hold down, go to Tools, Optimize, because I have some stretching here. Okay, I want to solve that, so I'll just optimize all of this again. Just paint on it, even on the top one too. Paint on it, and that will relax those stretching over there. So of course you could select your edges, go back and strengthen them the way you have them before. And I'll leave this on this way. All right, now that's that. Next one, I'm going to do the same thing for this. Okay, I will go down to my optimize all of that, all of these two, and even this one too. Okay, so these maps are tiled or repeated, so anyway they are, there is no problem with them. So okay, because this is on a different UV shell, okay, UV set than this one here, using a different texture, but all the same we are on the right hands. So we have done that properly and stretching is gone. So I'm going to attach these ones, all these things back themselves, combine, and definitely blur out any history I have on it. When I select that, you have a two-seater. Okay, if that is done, pick this, delete that, grab this, put this here, scale it down, scale down, and freeze those transformation. Freeze the transformation on this, and freeze transformation on that. So I'm going to put the whole of this. So I'm going to name this one, instead of 3, it's going to be 2. Part of this, put that in here, and we're going there. Then I'll take this guy to support that guy there. So this will be 2. So now we could just start to arrange our house. You can have a very large polygon on the floor, depending on the kind of house you're going for. Okay, have a large polygon on the floor, and just scale this all over here this way. And we have this. So you have a -90. We have two-seaters was here. And we have a 90 here. Okay. So we have that. So I think we could add a center table to this. So to add some kind of balance in here, we could make a copy of this and grab these two and put that down here. We could change the way we have this here on my symmetry just to change. You can even put that on the floor. Take out one of them, and I think this is good. Okay, now this is might just be what we want, and our chair is setting is done. Okay, so I might quickly do a center table and put that here, and maybe we'll move on to other part of our lessons apart from modeling. So we'll see how to do some lighting and the rest of them, because we could go on and record every video we have, or we could make in modeling, right? And that might not be really what we want. It might be too boring. But let's quickly just assign some textures to this. I'm gonna give it a file, and my file come down to source images, rug. I have a rug texture here, so this might be too big. So what we could do, under place to the texture node, could repeat this like 10 by 10 times. Okay, and we'll have a raw texture. I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to add more to that, like 20 by 20, and this. Okay, this might just be it. So thanks for watching. Let's come back in another class to do a quick center table at the center here. All right.